Anders is a very intelligent and creative fellow who I treated for well over 20 years. Over the years, I treated him with every possible antidepressant, and he would respond and he would improve a lot, but he was never at 100%. We finally did TMS, and at that time, his MADRS score was 28, which is moderately severe depression. And at 28, you can function perhaps and go to work, but it's a struggle. And then after the 7th treatment, his MADRS score was down to 14 instead of 28. He was 50% improved. And then we continued for a total of about 38 treatments, and then his score was 1, when a score of 6 and below was considered normal mood. So he really changed. It was quite dramatic.
With my depression, it originally was thinking the way most people are, is like, is it something that needs talk therapy or whatever it is? And then there was a point at which I was feeling nothing negative is going on. So it has to be something physical. And that's what brought me to see a psychopharmacologist, to say, like, look, I don't think it has to do with anything personally that's going on, but it always feels like there's like a foot on my shoulder. And it was enough that it got in the way of focusing on my work. There was a loneliness that went with it, or that was the feeling of it. And then I went on medication for a number of years. But then there was a point at which it just stopped, the effects of it. And that was when I was made aware of TMS. When I heard it, I would assume the way a lot of people might feel is there was a fear about it. And then when I did it, it was just mildly uncomfortable only at the beginning, but very, very quickly you sort of adjust to it. So that I could be carrying on a conversation with the technician while it was going on for the half an hour that it was running. With the treatment, as it started to work, for me it was gradual, just noticing that it was lifting. Then I'd say 2/3 through, it really was where my wife was noticing, you seem lighter, you seem less oppressed by it. I was focused and I was productive, and I was more talkative, and just all the kind of things you might think that goes with depression. Piece by piece, those started kicking in. It wasn't like finally it hit the switch and everything was on, as much as I say through the treatment. It was piece by piece, it was sort of coming back. It's not like you're just keep going up and up, that you're artificially happy high. What it's doing is it's bringing you up to what's supposed to be what feels like a normal baseline, so a normal, healthy baseline. But by the end of it, it was saying this is completely gone. I mean, for what I felt at the beginning, it felt like brain repair, that it felt like your brain was being repaired a little bit for whatever the glitch was, or whatever was wrong that really caused that. Really was a quantum leap. So by the time the 35 sessions were over, from what I'd started from, you could really tell that it worked. It genuinely worked.